This is my fabulous program called Keyshot, and we are going to do some quick modeling in real time modeling. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so I'm going to let's see, center and fit part. Okay, so here is a pop socket model, and as you can see, it's in 3D in real time. Look at that beautiful 3D modeling. Keyshot is an amazing program where you can do real time 3D rendering. Holy potato chips. And it's just fabulous. Look at that. It's just mind-blowing how good this is. Look at that. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. And then we have reflections. We've got occlusion. Just stunning. Look at the beautiful reflections on that. So this is one of my illustrations. The Sexy Pixie. And it's on a pop socket. Look at that. Stunningly beautiful. Lovely to look at. Oh, it's just I just go crazy on this stuff. Look how beautiful that looks. Let's see, even we can get even higher res. I go into jewelry, and then you get an even higher resolution on that. I can even go higher if I wanted to, but I choose not to. So there. So there you go. And I'm going to go back to product. Okay, so we have this is my Pixie. And we are going to try some other things. What else? So we're going to turn it off, and there's that. And then I can put on a new one called Aeroplane, and I've dropped this graphic on there. I do the label, and then I will. Then you have to reposition it, which is always a good time. So I take this and I drop it over here, and then I will scooch it over there, and it's supposed to be flipped to there. And let's see if we can make it even smaller. Here's an airplane I did a little while ago. Okay, so just make it a little bigger and fill in the gaps. And there we go. And then we hit lock and load. And there you go. There's a little airplane action that is fun to look at. Pretty incredible, huh? So we can go and make a duplicate of that. Actually, we have some other ones, I think. Oh, there's one. There's another one. So this is an old file, so it's taking what's ever on my desktop, and it is putting it in its place. So let's turn that off, and we'll turn that cute little elephant off. And what do we got here? Product. Okay, so now we have two of them, and let's put in a new graphic. How about a pig? So I hit this pig, and then reposition that. No, reposition that. Reposition that. Okay, it doesn't work. Let's try it again. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I will move texture. One off the stage there. There it is. That's super big. These are large files. Oops. So I'm making it smaller. There's the texture. Turn off the rotation. I'll just turn on the, see, there it is underneath it, and it's mapped into it. So if I put it right there, there we go. But of course it's upside down. So we're gonna go back into rotate and flips it. Whee! It's a little too big for this, so I'm just gonna put this fat piggy face. Let's see, maybe we can. So it's mapped onto the surface of the pop socket. It's also backwards. So it's on a white background. So we're just gonna put it in position and put it a little smaller. Okay, and there we go. So now it's super small on the pop socket surface, and then all we have to do is flip it horizontal. And then he says, "Oink! I'm 50." Isn't that hilarious? All right, so now I got two of them. Let's do another one. Okay, there's one in the back. That's too far. This one. Or we can just duplicate it, but I'm too lazy. There's one. There's another one. See, it's in the background. There's one. Okay. So we'll take that. So now we'll move our whole scene. This one's, let's see. So then we take the position of it, move, and then we're going to rotate it. Oops. It has we have to rotate the whole thing. It's in parts. All right. It's not playing nice. So we'll do cancel. And now we'll try it again. Move tool, rotate, rotate. There we go. All right. And it also has a something that's associated on my desktop because it's an old file. So it's just grabbing something off my desktop and it's slapping it in there. So I will take, what else do we have? We have this, I bought a beautiful elephant. And then we hit Y and it makes it smaller. Sometimes it works, it'll fit to the surface, but not always. So we just simply rotate the graphic. Once again, it's flipped. So we'll have to fix that. And then we go and like that. And then we'll flip it. There we go. And then bring it back a little more. And then this is not adhering to the surface. So it's all kind of like in your face type of thing. It's Donald. What's up, Donald? Donald in the house. That was fun yesterday, Donald. I enjoyed it. So let's see. Let's turn off. Let's click this one. That one. And then we'll go to labels and we'll turn that one off and this one back on. And we got that. My favorite, the Pixie. She's a very pixie girl. She's not the girl you bring to mother. She's all right. She's all right. All right, what else we got here? Let's see. Recent projects. What have I done recently? All right, so we're not going to save that. And then I'm going to skip that. Here is a jacket. Okay. And then we can put a texture on it. It's got this basic texture right now. So if I put this, look at that. Now that does the diffuse. That's a jacket anyone would love. So it instantly puts this texture on it. But right now the material is probably, I don't know what it is, but it's not, it's probably some type of plastic because that was the default. So you have like this type of material. So we can do a clothing material, like a cloth. It's going to replaces the texture because it put a new material on. But, okay, so it has like this, so it looks a little softer and like woolly. I think it's wool. It takes a little longer to render though. Let's get a close-up. Give me my close-up. And if we get really close, you can see it has like these fibers. It's pretty cool. See, like these kind of like fiber material. So you can create your own type of clothing in this, and then you could rotate this if you wanted to as a thing. So let's take that texture, and now the texture should adhere with should mesh on top of the fibers. So instead of before it was like a plastic texture, it should be more of a fiber texture with the pattern now. Let's see if it worked. Not really, because yeah, see, it doesn't, you can't see the fibers, which is unfortunate. It should work. Maybe you need this is not an alpha channel. Maybe you need an alpha channel. Maybe, perhaps. So this is kind of fun, and you can do like a rotation and, fix it up and all that stuff. What's really cool about Keyshot is it has a cloud library of stuff. So you can use the models that it already comes with. Look at this. It's got a Game Boy. Let's take that. So download that. These are free when you purchase the program. So let's see. Download models. Okay. Sometimes it messes it up though. Makes it huge. Yeah, see, gigantic. I don't know why. Let's start again. Don't save. Okay, so here's our blank, and we're just going to drop this in. I don't know why it makes it super humongous. It made it super humongous. Okay, look at that. Okay, so we're going to scale out. That's transparent and all that good jazz. It'll just take a little longer to render because it's kind of complex. Let's see, we can turn off the, let's do product. But look at that, it's very, I mean, you can make stuff like that. So let's turn off, we don't even have occlusion on. But you can see it's taking a long time to render. But you can see it's got transparency, and it's got this video thing, and we can see, look at that. Pretty freaking amazing. It's just, my computer isn't fast enough. I can't understand why. But it's pretty cool. All right, let's try something a little simpler. So let's do a new one. And I have a bunch of products already. So we will do the, let's do this dude. So there's a dude, a robot. So you see a lot faster in the rendering. It's like a test dummy. So this is the basic and really beautiful. It's got reflections, and you can put them in different environments. Now this is the basic as it comes in. It has some shadows there, but if we turn in occlusion, now it has like more dark spots in the crevices. And if we put on ground reflections, you'll see down here, it's got a little reflection. So this makes it even nicer. Okay, so and then I guess we can, it says a lot of parts, so I don't think it has a hierarchy. So if you move the hand, I don't think the other arm would move, but it's kind of cool. So now we have this basic dude, and then we could do different texture. He's got like sort of like a plastic. So you can do things like paint. So if I want to make him red, so it's got this like reflective paint thing. I may want to make him wood. Look at this. Now he's made of wood. Look at that beautiful wood. So really nice stuff. And then if you want to make him stone, so it's like that. This one's called real cloth. Doesn't usually work for some reason. It's not working now. I think I have to do something extra. Here's a contour. Shapes. It's got packaging. So if you had some type of present. Look, he's all nice and wrapped up. So it's kind of funny. And then here's a gift like for Christmas, a nice blue. Like that. So also, let's do the white plastic. So my favorite part is the texturing, because I do a lot of illustrations, so I like to put textures on it. Why is it taking so long? It's weird. All right, I'm just going to go to a plastic, so I don't know why it's taking so long. Let's just do a paint and a painted gloss. Okay, so now I got this basic gloss color, and then we take the one we had before, the stripes. Now look at that. So you can do, this is like a overview, this is a bump map, this is opacity, and this is a label. Let's do the color. So now you can see he's got his got my texture on there, which is kind of cool. And then you can flip it and do a lot of different things, control with the texture as well. So that's kind of fun. Or I can do a blah 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 blah. And here's an old photo. Let's see what that will look like. Here's an old black and white photo. Crazy, dude. Really cool. Or we can do this flower, and just replaces it. See, it's doing it's just like repeating the pattern. And then you have some control over it, not crazy control, but you can shift it and angle it like this, and flip it, and brightness, and some crazy, cool, cuckoo, crazy stuff. So it's kind of fun. And then the cool thing is that it's super high res. So if I went in into his crotch, and it's flipped, so I could flip it back. But here we're in his crotch area. Look at that beautiful reflections in the crotch right there. You can see how it's like cutting off on the edge, which is just fantastic. I mean, this is the future 20 years ago. I mean, crazy, crazy stuff that you would never be able to, never would have been able to have done only a few years ago. So we have to go back to our models, and what's it? People. Oh, okay, let's do a new one. We're not gonna save that. This is kind of fun. These people, low poly people. Low poly people. So I have a huge amount of people here, and they are. Okay, so let's put a reflection on it. So now there's like a lot of people. So also you have environments. So this is we've been using the standard environment. So we can do a let's do a studio. This one's kind of fun. It's a zebra stripe. It's too big. It's too big. All right, let's do a studio. Black. And so whoops. Let's see if we can get really close to this person. So as you can see, it's like going pretty quickly, and these are low poly people. Pretty fun. Low poly people. And it's different studios. So we can do outside. Let's see what that looks like. That's good. This is a fun one. People outside doing their thing. And so really beautiful shading with that. You can see how that is looking. So this is like a low res. Let's go back to studio. Okay. Let's see. Let's put jewelry as the high res. So you can see it's got a lot more shading on there. They're not actually touching the ground, which is annoying. Let's see. Move, part, material, tools. Let's see, so they're kind of floating. So let's do this, snap the ground. They're still floating, which is weird. Snap the ground, which is annoying. Move it, move it, move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Lower, snap the ground. All right, so there we go. I just did it manually. What do computers know, right? Is that right? All right, that's better than it was before. So we have these people and they're on the ground. So let's see if we took my texture again and put on 1, I think it'll affect everything. See? Because it's just one model. So that's kind of cool. And then you can do, who's that guy? There's a Waldo, isn't there? I've never noticed it before. Okay. There's where's Waldo is over there for some reason. I've never noticed that. That's funny. So you can do camera moves too. Not the most exciting type of camera, but you can do that. So if we went to camera, it's got an automatic camera wizard. So it centers, let's see. No, we want, they just fixed this, so I haven't seen it too much. I want around the anime, we want rotation. No, transition. Let's see what that does on the low poly people. Low poly people. I don't like it. I'll get rid of animation. Unfortunately, my computer's too slow. Don't ask me why, because it's i9. But there's Waldo for some reason. Let's do one more. We will bring in my collection of models. We have a tree. Let's see, they have new stuff that they add. So you get a, like I said, you get a, they make models for you to use, which is super cool. A whole bunch. We got tire, we have dumbbells, waste basket, Christmas ornaments. Oh, there's a hoodie. Now this one should have, I think this one was pretty heavy though. So let's take it, let's try it. This one should have texture on it, like cloth. Okay. So here it is here. Let's see. That's flyaway fibers, which add to the realism. It's really cool. So you can see it's taking a little longer to add to the scene. Come on, chug, 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 chug. All right, let's see one more time. Maybe it's not working. Come on, you can do it. All right, maybe it's not working. It's taking way too long. All right, up there it is. Okay, now you can see that this has textures in it. Has texture on the jacket. You can see it's called flyaway fibers on the edges, which would be kind of like cloth or whatever it would have fibers. See right here, which is pretty amazing on the edges. So it's taking a little while to render, but you still got beautiful fiber right here. You can definitely see it. Pretty amazing. Look at that, insane in the membrane. Here are the fibers, and you can control this. You'd actually add more or less. And so this is the fiber right here. So we're at, we don't even have occlusion on. So now I'm going to put occlusion so you'll really see it in the in this. Let's see. Occlusion comes on now, and now it's going to recalculate, and then it's just going to see right here in the zippers, and definitely where all the crevices are. It's adding occlusions and shadowing. Really beautiful. Look at that. Really, really nice. Really, look at that, beautiful. And now lighting, we're going to go, this is like a low level lighting. Let's add jewelry level, which is pretty high level. And that's going to recalculate it. And you can see it's got these glints on there. And it's adding the, pumping up the volume for rendering. Let's see. Pump up the volume, pump up the volume. Da 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 da. Although my computer's chugging, you can probably hear the fan. It's actually still doing a pretty good job. Yes, this is beautiful, beautiful rendering. Look at that. I mean, you got like millions of pixels here. Look at that. Insane. And the computer's doing a slow render, which is not bad. So let's pull out. Oh, we're pulling in. Look at that. Pull out. Pull out. Okay. So we got that. Let's go a little closer. Really beautiful. But it's taking a little time to render. It's doing passes. Doing some nice stuff. Let's try putting our texture on it real quick. Oh, so you did that. See, now look, it did that. I don't know why it didn't do it the other way. It does have an alpha channel. I didn't think it had an alpha channel, but it's laying it on top. So it put that texture on top of the cloth, and you can definitely see that it's like a PNG file, but I think it was a PNG file. So now it's on top, incorporated in the cloth, which is pretty cool. And then I just have to, it's getting cut off for some reason, so I have to fix that. But pretty amazing. Pretty freaking amazing, if I do say so myself. This is Keyshot. Wow, look at that. Really fantastic. Let's look on the back. Oh, there you go. Look at that beautiful hoodie action. And it's just the texture is just it's just the texture's cutting off for some reason. But really amazing. So you could make stuff in ZBrush and incorporate it into Keyshot. Really amazing. Anyway, that's it for me. Have a